If you've been buying baby puffs and teething crackers thinking you're keeping your baby safe, I need to show you something. 8 brands you probably have at home right now were tested for dangerous heavy metals. 3 actually came through clean. And the difference between the 2 isn't just luck. It's what the companies knew and what they decided to hide. One thing I need you to understand before we go through this list: rice flour is in almost every baby snack you see. And rice absorbs arsenic from soil at rates far higher than wheat, oats, or corn. You've probably noticed the organic whole grain options. Brown rice puffs. They sound healthier, right? They're not. They have 80% more arsenic than white rice. So as we go through this, keep that in mind. The better choice might be the one causing the most damage. Number 1. Gerber Graduates Arrowroot Biscuits. Gerber is the most recognized name in baby food in America, and their arrowroot biscuits are exactly the kind of thing you grab without thinking. Classic first finger food, gentle on tiny gums, trusted for decades. In July 2025, Gerber issued a nationwide recall of their arrowroot biscuits, covering all products produced between July and September of that year. The recall was officially blamed on a third-party flour supplier, but the heavy metal numbers were already there before the recall. Testing showed 13.1 parts per billion of arsenic and 12.5 parts per billion of lead in this product. The lead figure alone exceeds the FDA's voluntary action level for this food category. Gerber is the most sued baby food brand in the MDL 3101 federal litigation in California, with nearly 400 active claims as of early 2026. A company that has been trusted with baby food for over 100 years knowingly used ingredients testing far above their own internal safety thresholds. The recall was about contamination. The heavy metals were a separate problem they never addressed. But wait until you hear what their puffs tested at. Number 2. Gerber Puffs and Lil Crunchies. These are some of the most popular grab-and-go snacks for babies anywhere between 7 and 12 months. The Congressional House Subcommittee report in 2021 was damning. It found that Gerber used 67 batches of rice flour with over 90 parts per billion of inorganic arsenic. Gerber Rice Puffs averaged 87.43 parts per billion of inorganic arsenic. That level, by the FDA's own standards, is more than 8 times what should be in infant rice cereal. The Gerber Fruit and Vegetable Melts, a popular dissolvable toddler snack, tested positive for both lead and elevated cadmium levels. Gerber's own internal documents, which became part of the MDL 3101 litigation, showed the company was aware of these levels and continued selling the products. There has been no brand-wide alert and no recall for the puffs, yet the product is still on shelves today. That is not even the biggest problem with this one. The next brand built its entire identity on the word clean. Number 3. Happy Baby Superfood Puffs. The word superfood is right there in the name. Parents see that and assume they are making the smarter, more conscious choice. So let me give you the actual lab numbers. The apple and broccoli superfood puffs tested at 266 parts per billion of arsenic. The sweet potato and carrot puffs tested at 295 parts per billion. The organic rice cakes in apple flavor tested at 455 parts per billion. The FDA's maximum for arsenic in infant rice cereal is 100 parts per billion. These products blew past that by 3 to 4 times. Internal nurture documents submitted in the federal litigation showed that over 25% of their products tested before sale had inorganic arsenic levels above 100 parts per billion. 1 in 5 finished products tested above 10 parts per billion of lead, and their finished products reached as high as 641 parts per billion of lead, 128 times the FDA limit for bottled water. No recall, not one product pulled, still marketed as superfoods, and the cadmium numbers are even worse than the arsenic. Number 4. Happy Baby Teether Crackers. If you thought puffs were bad, the teether cracker category shows a different kind of danger. These are products designed for your baby to hold in their hands, put directly in their mouths, and chew on for extended periods of time. Longer contact time means longer exposure. The Happy Baby Teether. Crackers in the strawberry and beet flavor tested at 55.2 parts per billion of arsenic and 13.4 parts per billion of lead. The mango and pumpkin flavor tested at 52.3 parts per billion of arsenic. The blueberry and purple carrot variety tested at 51.5 parts per billion of arsenic. And the sweet potatoes and bananas teether tested at 95 parts per billion of arsenic, nearly at the maximum level the FDA allows in infant rice cereal, in a snack designed for babies as young as 6 months. The Healthy Babies. Brighter Futures report, which analyzed thousands of baby food samples, included every one of these products on its high arsenic list. Nurture has never issued a recall for any item in the teether cracker line. If that shocked you, the next brand's test results will blow your mind. Number 5. O Organics Puffs. O Organics is the store brand at Albertsons and Safeway. Parents pick it up because it is organic and it is affordable, and those are two things that should signal a safer choice. The Healthy Babies. Brighter Futures report found the purple carrot and blueberry flavor tested at 22.8 parts per billion of lead. That is more than double the FDA's voluntary action level of 10 parts per billion. And elevated arsenic and cadmium were also detected. O Organics had no warning on the label, and no one checked. The next brand had a warning built into its own name and still got it wrong. Number 6. Nature's Promise Organic Puffs. Nature's Promise is the organic private label brand carried by Stop & Shop, Giant Foods, and other major East Coast grocery chains. The Healthy Babies. Brighter Futures report found that the Nature's Promise organic puffs in broccoli and spinach tested at 372 parts per billion of arsenic. To put that in context, the FDA's maximum for arsenic in infant rice cereal is 100 parts per billion. This snack contained nearly 4 times that amount, despite being labeled organic, despite being made with vegetables that sound clean and healthy. The broccoli and spinach marketing is particularly misleading because the real driver of arsenic in this product is the rice flour base, not the vegetable mix-ins. Organic certification tells you about pesticides. It tells you nothing about arsenic, lead, cadmium, or mercury. Number 7. Lesser Evil Baby Puffs. But wait until you hear about the brand that actually admitted it and still sold the product anyway. Lesser Evil built its brand on the slogan, "Simple Acts, Clean Snacks." It is printed on every bag. In 2024, Consumer Reports tested their cassava-based puffs and found some of the highest lead levels they had ever recorded in baby food. When the results went public in June 2024, Lesser Evil announced they would phase out cassava flour in their puff line. But that announcement came only after the results were made public. The company said it was dismayed by the revelations, which its own ingredient testing should have caught long before a magazine's lab did. Lesser Evil switched ingredients after they got caught. The bags with the old formula had already been sold. The next brand never switched at all. Number 8. Full Circle Market Multigrain Rice Cakes. Full Circle Market is a natural grocery store brand found at Winn-Dixie, Harvey's, Fresco Imas, and other chains under the Southeastern Grocers umbrella. The brand's multigrain rice cakes for babies tested at 355 parts per billion of arsenic in the Healthy Babies Brighter Futures report. This is a product that looks like it belongs on a clean eating grocery list. Multigrain. The word sounds like progress, more variety, more nutrition, a thoughtful choice. But multigrain in a rice cake still means rice is the primary ingredient, and rice absorbs arsenic from soil. That mechanism does not change based on how many other grains are mixed in. Adding oats or millet to a rice cake does not make the arsenic go away. It makes the label look better, while the test results remain alarming. Subscribe, because the California transparency law that passed in 2025 specifically excluded snacks from mandatory disclosure. The exact products on this list are the ones still operating without it. We're watching so you don't have to. Now for the part you have been waiting for. After everything we just covered, you might feel like there is no safe snack left. But there are options, and they have been independently verified. Here are 3 that hold up under scrutiny. Number 1. Once Upon a Farm Puffs. When Consumer Reports tested Puffs in 2024, they compared 3 brands, and Once Upon a Farm came out ahead. Their Puffs had some of the lowest lead levels Consumer Reports has ever recorded in baby food testing. Why? Because the company chose sorghum as the base grain instead of rice. That single ingredient decision mattered more than any certification. Yes, they also have clean label project verification and publish their test results publicly, which is good. But the reason they're on this list is simpler. When tested, the numbers were actually low. Number 2. Serenity Kids Grain-Free Puffs. Serenity Kids has a grain-free puff line that avoids rice and cassava entirely. Those are the 2 ingredients that tested the worst across everything you just saw. When Consumer Reports tested them, they came back clean. Do they have certifications and third-party testing? Yes. Do they source from farms that screen soil for heavy metals? Yes. But you do not need to understand any of that. You just need to know they were tested independently and the numbers are low. The key when buying from Serenity Kids is to look for grain-free on the label and avoid anything with cassava flour in the ingredients. Number 3. A chilled cucumber or frozen banana strip. This is not a packaged product, and that is exactly why it's the best option. The Healthy Babies. Brighter Futures organization found that a cold cucumber strip or frozen banana gives your baby approximately 91% less heavy metal exposure than a packaged rice teething biscuit, with better nutrition and 0 added ingredients. It's not about being the parent who makes everything from scratch. It's about knowing that for teething specifically, packaged snacks have tested worse than almost anything else in the baby food aisle. A piece of real food from your refrigerator beats them every time. Your baby can hold it, chew it, and benefit from it, and you know exactly what's in it. Here is what I want you to hold on to after this video. The snack category, puffs, rice cakes, teething crackers, multigrain biscuits, has been the single worst performing segment in independent heavy metal testing across every major investigation that has looked at it. Consumer Reports found it. Healthy Babies, Brighter Futures found it. The congressional investigation found it. And the same brands keep showing up in the results. Some of them are in federal court right now. Some of the verdicts in related baby food litigation have reached hundreds of millions of dollars. And yet the California transparency law, which took effect in January 2025 and requires QR codes on packaging linking to heavy metal test results, specifically excluded the snack category. Puffs, crackers, and teething biscuits are not covered. The exact products that tested the worst are the ones still operating without mandatory public disclosure. So here is what you can do starting today. Flip any baby snack over before it goes in your cart. If rice flour, brown rice flour, or cassava flour is the first or second ingredient, put it back. Look for the Clean Label Project certification. It means a third-party lab actually tested the finished product, not just the raw ingredients on paper. And for teething specifically, consider going back to the basics: a frozen banana strip, a cold cucumber stick, a chilled carrot. 91% less heavy metal exposure, according to the research, and no supply chain in between. If you have been watching this and realizing you have had some of these products in your home, please do not turn that into guilt. You trusted the packaging. You trusted the store. You did what every parent does. The anger here belongs with the companies that hid these numbers and the regulators who let them, not with the parents who were never told. That is what this channel exists for, to find the information the industry does not put on the label and put it somewhere parents can actually use it. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss one. I will see you in the next one.